Hey folks, I got a great recipe today. It's a crispy oven baked jerky wings. You're gonna love it. I had it for a meal prep for my afternoon snacks, and when I reheated it, the office got envious. Yes, it was very good. In fact, I think it was one of my best wings recipe yet. I hope you give it a try, and as always, the recipe, the ingredients, and the instructions will be on the comments. Let's get cooking and let's go. All right, folks, I wanted to get a nice, easy, kind of quick buffalo wings, and I decided to go with the classic oven baked jerk wings with a dry rub. So we're gonna need about 2 pounds of chicken wings. I did 2 pounds last week, now 2 pounds this week. And then a tablespoon of jerk, 2.5 tablespoons of jerk seasoning right over there. And also on the recipe I'm going to provide, I have a recipe to make your own jerk rub, but I decided to take an easier route and make my own, or buy it this time. And then the half a teaspoon of salt. You can adjust as needed. And then 1 lime. I got a lime elsewhere. So that's what we need. What we're gonna do is prep the wings right now. Before we go to the ballpark, we're gonna pat down our wings with a paper towel and help them get them crisp. And then we're gonna place them in a large bowl, toss with olive oil until lightly coated. And then we're gonna season. In a bowl, we're gonna mix together all the jerk rubs and salt and sprinkle evenly over the wings, tossing as we go along. For a stronger flavor, cover and refrigerate it for at least 2 hours or overnight. I'm gonna probably be doing about 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours. And then we're gonna bake it on 425. And we'll be with her, and it's great to use a wire rack. And this helps with make it airflow with the crisp. And then we're gonna bake for 35 to 40 minutes, flipping halfway through. All right, then lastly, we're gonna squeeze with lime juice over the wings right before serving. All right, folks, let's go. All right, I got the wings. I dried them with a paper towel. And then I'm gonna put in about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Toss it around a bit. There we go. Making some progress. Put some more in there. You could use avocado You can use avocado oil as well. And then just gonna toss it around, making certain it's evenly coated on there. I do this a little bit different for eating. I actually make this into a meal planning. I do 2 to 3 wings a day. This week's gonna be an afternoon snack. So that's a nice twist to my day I look forward to have my wings. All right, let's go ahead and add in some. This is the first. We're gonna be doing 2.5 tablespoons of jerk seasoning. Oops, of course I spill it. Toss it around. Another tablespoon. Hold on, let me place the camera down for a second. All right, there's our 2nd tablespoon of jerk seasoning. Toss that around. Then I'm gonna add in, probably another tablespoon. It calls for 2.5 tablespoons. I can do about 3, just to make certain. And then let's toss that around. Toss Toss it around. Here we go. Add in a little bit of salt, about the half a teaspoon of salt. Toss it around. And then uncover and put this in the refrigerator for about 8 hours. All right, folks. I'll see you in about 8 hours. Let's go. Here we go. Be careful, it's hot. We're gonna do 35 to 40 minutes over on 425 degrees, and we're gonna flip halfway through. All right, folks, let's go. Here we go, folks. The smell is amazing. I'm very excited about these wings. I'm actually gonna meal plan them. I'm gonna do 4 days worth of snacks at work, my afternoon snack. And I'm very excited about this. Hope you give it a try. As always, as I mentioned before, I'm gonna have the recipe, the ingredients, and the instructions in on the comments. Looking forward to hearing your feedback. If you have any comments about it, please comment. And I'm a small channel, so any liking and subscribing would go a long way. And I really appreciate it, or even sharing the videos would go a long way. Again, I really appreciate you watching. And until next time, believe in yourself, keep cooking, and let's go. Yeah.